Hey there, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, we've got another Sims 4 for rent expansion pack speed build. That's a mouthful. Thanks to the EA Creator Network, I also have a giveaway going on right now over on my Twitter account for one game code for the Sims 4 for rent expansion pack. So that is in the description down below, the link to that post. It is also pinned on my Twitter, so it's easy to find. You have until Friday, December 22nd, 2023 at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to enter into the giveaway. The giveaway winner will be chosen randomly from those who qualify. Now, to enter, you just need to follow my Twitter, like and retweet that post, and then follow me on Twitch as well. The reason I went for Twitch was because I can verify that a lot easier than I can verify YouTube subs. Now, if you haven't though, make sure you sub to me on YouTube and like this video if you haven't already, for more Sims content, as majority of my Sims content will be over here on YouTube anyways. But do those things if you are looking for the game code for Sims 4 for rent expansion. Do it so that you can get access to this amazing pack as well. Now, this pack really is amazing. I am loving it. I have always loved townhouses, and like this, it's just so fun thinking about the story behind each build and how you would split up the rooms, because I like to build either, like, I love townhouses, I think they're so fun, but I also really love thinking about like more of the rental aspect of it, of like who would be living in a house. Is it a family house, or is this like a student house? And that's more so the route I was thinking for this build here. Yes, we are in Tomarang and not like Brightchester, but in my mind, I was thinking about how this house, I see it as like students or young adult Sims living here together. And so it's not necessarily like a family home. Like, I don't have a toddler kid room. I decorated the rooms more so how I would imagine someone just entering into university college would maybe have it. Some fun decorations. There are some like younger decorations as well, because I know a lot of people are like, we like stuffed animals still as adults. So I threw in one of the bedrooms like one of those giant stuffed animals just to kind of like, you know, liven it up a bit. So that is kind of what I was imagining for this build. Now, depending on how you want to do your gameplay, if you were to use this build in that way anyways, there are two ways you could do it. One is you could just do it where you have a normal household with your like however many Sims. Like, I have it set up for 3 bedrooms, so I would imagine it would be like a group of 3 Sims living in this house that are like how I imagined it, not related. Obviously you could use this for your like normal family gameplay. I am probably going to upload this just as a normal residential lot, if I'm honest, just because it doesn't have, it has more shared spaces. So if you did want to use the rental aspect, I would just split up the 3 bedrooms as each quote unit, and then the shared spaces, the rest of the house, like the bathroom, the kitchen, the living room, all that in the downstairs, that's all the shared space, as well as the balcony upstairs as well. That's a shared space too. But then upstairs, the bedrooms can be their like separate units. So that is how I imagine that this house can be played using the newer functionality given to us with for rent, if that's how you want to play with it. Obviously, because this is just a house and it's not like multiple townhouses slapped right next to each other like a lot of the other builds we've all been doing with this pack, because they're so fun and amazing and I love them. Because of that though, you can easily just play this as a normal heckin' home. I did continue doing this build as a base game / for rent only build. I am probably gonna, shift back to doing my aggressively using every pack I own in every single build after this because it's just so fun. But I do like trying to do the limited pack builds. Okay, so side note, do you see what's happening with my, what are they called, spandrels? They keep getting messed up with the wall, and I did not know why that was happening, so I just gave up on that and just like closed it in a little bit smaller. But that had never happened to me before, where it was like lower like that, and I was like, I don't even know what's happening right now. So if anyone has experience with that and knows why that's happening, it's probably just a bug and it'll be patched out eventually. Actually, you know what? There was a patch this week, and I think it was after. There wasn't there? Yeah, there was. I think it was after I built this though. So maybe it was already fixed. Who knows? But if you had that issue, let me know in the comments down below, because that had never happened to me before. Or at least any time recently that I can remember. I don't even remember what I was saying before, but that distracted me in the video so much. I'm not even talking about the build, but this is the kitchen. I went for I actually kind of like this layout for the kitchen a lot. I think it's a good size for, especially because I was imagining like students living here. I like that it's kind of closed off. I have been really enjoying doing closed off kitchens from the living room, dining room area. I mean, it is nice to have a nice open floor plan for that modern look, but these style homes, I really don't see that. I really feel like it should be separated. Now the dining room and the living room are in one space together. It's just easier for the layout. Actually, the layout for this house was a little interesting. It took me a while to find a spot for the staircase, if I'm honest, because exactly where I wanted to put it would have put it outside into the balcony area, which is not what I wanted. So I cut out that footage entirely, because when I was looking at it, guys, when I was editing before I doing this voiceover now, oh my gosh, it was like 3 minutes sped up footage of me trying to place just the staircase. Like, I was embarrassed for myself. I was like, how did it take me so long to find a spot for this staircase? Because I kept trying to make it like angled, turn it a little bit, and it just was not fitting. It made the layout really horrible, so I just put it in the freaking middle of the house and shoved the kitchen behind it. And you know what? I think this layout worked really well. We have our little seating area here to eat with. I did a little built-in I don't know, storage unit thing just with the upper cabinets. I ended up putting the new shelf we had gotten kind of like hidden inside of it so that I could throw some items on top, because obviously nothing can really snap to the top of these counters because they're not real counters, but they look really good in my opinion as like what is the word, like a buffet. I think that's what they call those items. I think it's been a while since I've watched HGTV. I mean, it's so funny because in high school, I was cool. I was so cool. Haha, that's a joke. I was not. I spent so much time just watching HGTV. That was my life. That's why I love The Sims so much, is because of my obsession with HGTV. But I don't have cable anymore because I don't live with my mom anymore. But I like literally when I go to her house, I watch HGTV. Like if I have control of the remote, that's what's going on. I'm very cool, okay? Can anyone relate? Please tell me someone relates. Someone in the comments, please tell me you relate. I can't be alone. I hope. BRB crying. Anyways, I don't even remember what my point was, but what was my point? HGTV. Hell, I don't know. Oh yeah, I haven't watched HGTV in a while, so I don't know the words of various like furniture items. Like, I think it's a buffet though. Oh my gosh, I tried putting in the utility thing in this house, and I'm so sorry if you intend on playing this for gameplay. I had no idea where to put it, so I just hid it behind a curtain in that nook there. And I did see someone use, actually it was Brie. I saw Lunar Ghosties use a curtain in front of a shower, and their sim was able to walk in it. So I'm like, oh, maybe they can maintenance the the stuff with a curtain in the way. I did then put items in front of it, so you'll just have to go into build mode real quick if there's maintenance needed to like yeet some items and then put them back, or just delete them altogether. But for the vibes, I didn't want to see the giant water heater furnace. I don't even know what that is. I didn't even look. It's a thing. It's a utility for your house. You can tell I did not look at the title of the item whatsoever. I just like threw it in there. It looks like a furnace though, I think. It's really big. Or it could be a water heater though, because water heaters are more like that shape in real life. Anyways, we're here for The Sims, not for like IRL utility talk. Up here, we do have our balcony. Now, I struggled so hard with the windows here to try to find which one I thought would look best and fill up the space. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna bop the back of this out a little bit, give a little more space to the interior and the room back there. And I think this looks so much better. And I'm glad that I did that. Because one, it helped to the interior, give a little bit more space to the room at the back of the house there. It's actually a really good sized room. Like, I would love that. And then it made it easier it looks so much nicer outside as well, with the balcony just not taking up as much space. So I think it really turned out pretty good. I did throw up a fake little platform up top so that I could throw some of the siding things around it, so I could have the wood along the top right under the roof. I think it really brought the place together. Without it, the outside of the house looked really empty because I was using such a like plain swatch. If you noticed at the beginning of the video, I did originally try to make this house bright pink, and I've been seeing so many amazing builders use the pink swatches and the bright blues, and it looks so good. I tried to do it and I was like, why does it look bad? I think it's this lot and the lighting on this lot though, if I'm honest. The lighting is not amazing at any time of the day. It's just shadow. It's not amazing. So I think part of it is that was really my problem, I think. I mean, I don't know, but I think that was really part of my problem there. So yeah, I do want to use those like bright swatches eventually, but I do also want to slow down a little bit on the base game only kind of builds. I know that this is not base game only, it's base game and for rent, but I want to utilize all the packs that I own. I tried making a cute platform in here and then I realized it wasn't going to fit anyways and it was glitching, so I just gave up and just threw in some beds. I don't know why I was trying to do that because the room was way too small for that anyways. But it's fine. So yeah, as you can see with the decorating of these bedrooms, I tried to keep them very youthful. This one has 2 single beds in it, so I don't know, maybe if you have like twins or something, they can, I don't know, live in this room together. Or you can just replace the bed with a double bed. Easy peasy. But I did decorate each room with their own desk and little computer because I imagine these people are like students and so they needed that stuff. But then I also added more youthful like posters and stuff because, you know, people have interests. And I don't know if you've ever seen like dorm decorating videos with people putting up pictures on their wall, posters, and that's kind of what I was going for here. Obviously without using Discover University, but in my mind, that's what this house was for, just in Tomarang instead of Brightchester. So I hope that comes across, but I think that would be really fun way to use this pack is with like students, because then you could have your university friends being in your same house, the same functionality as like the dorms really, but then you don't have to like deal with them. But you can choose specifically who you want in the house with you. Like you could deal with that. Now this room here is a really long, like narrow room, and then there's like the little outjetting at the back. That's perfect space for the desk. Obviously again, because I wanted these to be for the university students, so you have a desk, a place to read, and then I gave another skill building item with the easel here as well. We also have the chess table out front of the house, and then I put a telescope just on the balcony. You'll see that in a second. So I put in a few different items for your Sims to be able to use in this house. But yes, we are coming close to the end of the video. So again, make sure you enter in my giveaway sponsored by EA and the EA Creator Network for the expansion for Rent if you still don't have it. So go over there, over to my Twitter, do the things, and make sure you subscribe and like this video if you have not already. And I will see you in the next one. Have a great day, everyone.